Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. In the last episode, I managed to reach the true end for Chapter 3, and we got to see the relatively happy ending for Miss Ooue during her time at school after managing to escape Yoshie's wrath thanks to Tsukasa's help. Although, with how the whole event, how sequence events played out after they ended up escaping Yoshie, it kind of left Ooue wondering if the whole encounter basically was some kind of dream she had, or if it really did happen. Me personally, I'm kind of thinking it did happen, but for some reason, Tsukasa's pretending like it's not. But all I really have to go on for that is just mostly gut instinct. I don't really have any solid proof here that I can really cite off the top of my head here that would lead credence to my theory on it having actually happened. Anyway, but even though I reached the true end for Chapter 3, there's still a couple wrong ends for Chapter 3 that I still want to see before we move on to Chapter 4. So I'm going to go ahead and reach the wrong ends in question here before we move on. And luckily for me, I think I know exactly what I need to do in order to get them. Like, for example, the first one I'm thinking about here, rather than grabbing salt when I'm trying to run away from the spirit of the old lady, I should probably grab the broom instead, because that will most likely result in Yui's death. And when I manage to, later on after that point, reach the front entrance, I think I'll select the other option to run away rather than try to break the door open. Because I think those are the only two other choices that were available to me here before the whole rest of the chapter played out until the true end, once I made the correct choices all the way through. So, I will see you guys soon. Okay, I'm gonna grab the broom. A broom from the clean supply locker. That might work. I don't know why you think it really... I don't think why you really would. Why... If I could just talk. I don't know why you think it actually would here, because you're dealing with a ghost. I would basically, in your position, just assume by default that physical objects can't really hurt a ghost. I would, or at least most physical objects anyway, like maybe holy water or some kind of charm or something here might actually work here. Because, they're supposed to have spiritual properties put inside them that would work against spirits and the like. But beyond anything like that, I don't think any random object that you could just get your hands on would really help you against a ghost. So, but I suppose they give you the option anyway here, just because I guess in this situation here, I guess it is realistic that some people would not really think that particular aspect of ghosts through and would just grab something like a broom to defend themselves with without really thinking whether or not it would actually work. But I don't know. I'm just rambling. Maybe I could fend her off with it. It was a long shot, but it was better than just standing around and getting caught. What do I do? What do I do? Huh? When I looked over, the spirit of the old woman was holding out her hand from the other side of the door frame. She really was trying to catch me. I wasn't just being paranoid. She was going to kill me and turn me into a ghost like her. I was convinced. This had to be Yoshie, the teacher from that urban legend. I couldn't waste any more time. I darted out through the back door of the classroom, into the safe end of the hall. I was running at top speed, hoping to escape behind the spirit's back. Unsurprisingly, trying to outrun a ghost proved to be a fruitless endeavor. The spirit saw me and moved me at breakneck speed to intercept. Stop! I impulsively thrust the broom out and stabbed her in the eye with it. Take that, I thought. But my moment of bravado was short-lived. Or bravado, excuse me. room immediately shattered into a million pieces. Well, I thought I would just simply pass on right through harmlessly, but I guess that's also something that could happen. If my attack accomplished anything, it just made her mad. I had the sudden sensation of someone seizing me by the throat, accompanied by an unpleasant crunching sound. God, she really did have me by the throat. I couldn't breathe. For as old and frail as she looked, she was uncommonly strong. Gotcha. No! She was actually gripping me so tightly that she managed to raise me off the ground. By my neck. Then your neck should be snapping in two by now. Realistically speaking. I could see her slender, bony hand in the periphery of my vision and feel it cutting into my trachea. Was that hand really holding me in the air against my will, kicking and flailing just by the tissue and bones of my neck? I couldn't struggle anymore. I was like a puppet on a string. Tag, you're it. Yeah, that's more like it. For better or worse. With a sudden crack, my field of vision shifted 90 degrees and everything turned blood red. Oh my. Just like me. Well, at least Yoshie will have at least in this wrong end, crooked-necked company to accompany her. Good for her, I guess. Now, I wonder what would happen. Although I wonder what would happen if I let the timer run out. Okay, let's see what happens when I let the thing run out. What do I do? Huh? Over spiritual moments when else heard to her before. Excuse me. She was trying to catch me. Wasn't just trying to be paranoid. She was going to kill me and turn me into a ghost like her. I was convinced. This had to be Yoshie, a teacher from the urban legend. I had a sudden sensation of someone seizing me by the throat, accompanied by an unpleasant crunching sound. God, she really did have me by the throat. I couldn't breathe. For as old and frail as she looked, she was uncommonly strong. Gotcha. Okay, dialogue is pretty much the same. Yeah, this is pretty much playing out exactly like the other one. I bet because of how similar it is, it's just going to be the same wrong end. Yep. Okay, let's run somewhere else. I have no choice. I have to keep running. I have to find someplace else. Or maybe I could hide somewhere and throw Yoshie off my trail. I had no particular destination in mind. My only thought was anywhere but here. After maybe 30 seconds, I found myself in the second floor hallway. There was an outside corridor connecting the two buildings of the school there, and it was the first alternate escape route that came to mind. Naturally, it was walled off from the outside for safety purposes, but the wall it wasn't so big that I couldn't scale it in a pinch. I didn't really want to jump from the second floor of the school, but if I had to, I was confident that I'd at least survive the fall with minimal injury. Yeah, you're gonna end up either really twisted and bent out of shape somehow, break your neck, impale yourself, or otherwise somehow go splat. Either way, I do not see you falling from a noticeable height with a ghost chasing you ending well. At all. I should consider that as last resort. For now, let's just get out of sight. I climbed the wall faster than I thought possible and dropped down to the narrow ledge on the other side. It was just wide enough to sit down. My back was to the hallway, but my location should have been completely hidden from anyone inside the school. I looked down at the muddy ground below me. I really couldn't see much though. The outside was completely dark. It was so dark that it felt almost like a whole world had been draped in a black veil. Excuse me. Maybe I should just stay here until morning. I mean, even if I ran, I'm pretty sure I'd get caught. I opened the pen case in my pocket and pulled out the pencil I received from Tsukasa. Tsukasa, please protect me. Was I really treating this stubby little pencil as a protective charm? Tsukasa said it would guarantee success on my test, not ward off evil spirits. Well, maybe if you threatened to have the spirit write its name on a piece of paper 100 times, maybe that would deter it. Still, it was better than nothing. I clutched it tightly in my hands and prayed. Please, protect me. I know this is a serious situation here, but the mental image of Miss Ooue praying to a pencil is strangely amusing. Well, especially with a ghost chasing her. I whispered the words so quietly that I might as well have been mouthing them. But that seemed to be all the opening that damned spirit needed. I sensed a presence on the ledge with me. I was so startled that I almost fell from my perch. No, please! Why are you doing this? Because she can. However, I could only sense her there. I didn't actually see her, and thought for one brief moment that maybe I was letting my imagination run wild. But then I felt the horrible sensation of something coiling itself around my arm. You mustn't go outside. Before I knew it, a tall, shadowy figure had half emerged from the wall behind me, and she had me in her grasp. There wasn't much more to her than an indistinct, flickering silhouette, but I could clearly see she had a broken neck. Was this a different apparition? Her scraggly, root-like fingers were squeezing my arm with tremendous force, pushing aside muscle and tissue and pressing right on the bone. No! What are you? Where are you going, my dear? I'll just be a little longer, so won't you please wait for me? Ugh, that hurts. That really hurts. I was shaking hysterically and tears were streaming down my face. I was absolutely convinced that I was going to die here. Let go of me! Sachi. I could offer no resistance. She was too strong. All I could do was plead with her. Stop! Please! You're really hurting me! I felt like my arm would snap in two at any moment. Let's be together. Forever. She wasn't just grabbing, but twisting as well. The pain was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. I couldn't think about anything else. Stopping it had become my first and only priority. Poor Yui. I'm sorry that I'm putting you through this. I struggled violently against the spirit's grip, ultimately breaking free by throwing my body off the wall toward the unseen earth below. Well, I kinda saw this coming. You falling. Now the question is, what's your body gonna be like once you hit ground? In the face of death, everything really does seem to slow down. I'd read somewhere that this is because the brain is sending out all kinds of distress signals or something. Slow motion or not, though, I was fully aware of my surroundings. I was cascading through the air just outside my school building. Oh, I got an option? Let's reach out hands. I was pretty sure this fall would kill me. With a controlled jump, I might have been able to survive, but I was tumbling like a rag doll. I was a goner. I couldn't even remember what you were supposed to do in a situation like this. Try to flip over? Brace for impact? In one last-ditch attempt at survival, I stretched out both arms. Maybe somebody would be waiting there to grab them. Maybe somebody would save me. And I guess Tsukasa will be at a nearby window, ready to catch you or something. And somebody actually did! I honestly wasn't expecting that. Actually, on second thought, it's probably Yoshie. I really thought there was no hope. But then, at the last second, I was yanked to safety.
Shishido!
Never mind, it is you. Shishido! Tsukasa? Are you okay? Hang on. Don't let go. Right. I held onto his arms with all my might. And against its seemingly impossible odds, I was pulled in. My life was saved. How did you know to be right wherever you are at which specific window at that right time in order to catch her, Tsukasa? You sure you aren't collaborating with any of the spirits here? This was like a scene out of some anime. It shouldn't have happened. It was too convenient. But I wasn't about to complain. That was close. Why? Tsukasa? No time to explain. We have to run. What? Tsukasa was still holding on to me tightly after coming to my rescue. He took off down the hall, back into the heart of the school, with me in tow.
ちくしょう、なんだよさっきのは。俺は夢でも見てるのか。
So, is this just going to play out exactly as it did before? When I was trying to escape from the front entrance? Okay, it pretty much played out exactly as it did for the true ending, strangely enough. Kind of figured it would just require me to have gone down that specific route that I did in the last episode in order to reach it, but no, I guess they were kind enough to give me a second out. Lucky me, I guess. So I guess what I need to do then is just prey upon the pencil. Pray, Ooue. Pray like you never prayed before. If this is a dream, please, let me wake up from it right now. These were the words echoing through my head as I clutched Tsukasa's pencil tight against my bosom, like a prayer talisman. Moments later, I crash into the ground, and I bet Tsukasa is up somewhere looking down in sheer horror. Poor guy. And a horrible squelching sound echoed in my ears. Well, your neck. My neck was... Tsukasa's pencil had pierced deep into my throat. Oh, man. So none of my predictions were right. Now this is especially ironic right here. And it sounds like you have a case of high blood pressure. That was an awfully loud spurt. Blood was spurting everywhere. I was practically drowning in it. I'd landed right on it. And it wasn't long before I gasped my final gasp. That was certainly one hell of a gruesome magic trick, I gotta say. Anybody get the reference? Anyway, wrong N5. So, I think that's all the other wrong ends for Chapter 3. So, we are officially done with that. So, we got Purgatory now to go through. And I guess after we go through that, we'll probably be halfway through the game, unless there's like an extra chapter or two I need to unlock after seeing all the other ones. Which I guess is definitely a possibility. But I'm just going to go with the assumption for now that there's no extra chapters to unlock and that I'm pretty much getting close to the halfway mark. So, Purgatory. What kind of purgatory exactly are we going to be going into, I wonder? Our friendship will last forever. It will never die. Oh, hey, I'm in the underground bomb shelter. My mind was in a daze. The lights on the ceiling were spinning, moving in and out of one another, alternating between hazy and distinct, and forming spiral patterns in my eyelids. I was being jerked along the ground by my legs like a heavy sack of rocks. I could feel every step he took vibrate across my entire body. You being dragged by hammer time? But I couldn't do anything to stop it. I could no longer move of my own accord. I just kept getting dragged, inch by inch, across that filthy floor. Then eventually, he stopped and threw me down, and I rolled hard onto my face. I was helpless before him. Yep, definitely hammer time. I recognize that wheezing anywhere. That piece of chocolate had fallen out of my pocket. Oh, so that's what that was? I was pretty sure it did anyway. And I wasn't about to let anyone else have it. Give it back, you bastard! Unless it's like some kind of special, unless it looks like a chocolate that a lover or Valentine's or somebody or something like that gave to you, leave it. It's just chocolate. The large man took my crumpled form and roughly flipped me over by the legs, as if I were nothing more than a doll to him. I was facing him from the middle of the hallway as he readied his enormous hammer and looked right into my eyes. Was this it? Was I going to be killed now? Please, God, no. I was terrified, but not entirely. After all. To save me. Naho's coming. Oh. I know she is. Now I know where I remember seeing your name. You're one of Naho's friends. I think you're the one. Well, I think you're the one that she brought with her to Heavenly Host back in Blood Covered. For you ended up kicking the bucket off screen. I mean, you were only mentioned in like, what, once or twice in passing in Blood Covered? So I really don't know anything about you. Shucks. Come. She's my friend. That either this is Sachiko I'm hearing right now or Naho. Can't quite tell just yet. Speaking of Sachiko, I believe that's your silhouette. Let's see, you got glow sticks. There's a lot of flashing neon lights. I'm assuming that you two are at a rave party. Either that or a Japanese pop concert. Although since you are in Japan, I guess it's just pop concert. My name is Sayaka Ooue. Oh, crap, how do you pronounce your last name? Ooue? Ooue? I'll go with Ooue. My name is Sayaka Ooue. I'm a junior at Paulownia Academy High School. Give me some tongue twisters here. I'm just a normal girl, but my job conflicts with my studies, so I don't go to school all that often. That's bad, Sayaka. Party, not good. And this is the first day I had free in a while. So I called out my friend Naho, and we spent the whole day together having a blast. The last event on our schedule was a Twinkle Girls concert. Twinkle Girls? They play every so often at a local venue called Club Beta. Okay, so this is a local show then.
ここのユニットの子たちが超可愛くて、私はよく見に来てるんだ。
And they're also incredibly cute. I try to catch them whenever I can.
トゥインクルはね、最近夜のランキング番組なんかにも出演してて、どんどん注目度が上がってきてるユニットなんだ。可愛いでしょ?
Recently, Twinkle had been performing on evening request shows, and had been getting more and more attention. As well they should, you know. Well, with a name like that, how could they not get attention?
私も何度か番組で一緒させてもらってて、メンバーの子たちとはメールとかツイッターでもよく絡んでる程度には仲良しだったりするんだよ。
I joined them on the program a few times myself, and the group and I like to keep in touch through texts and tweets. Tweets. Was Twitter... Okay, they all have regular cell phones. I can't remember exactly the year that Blood Covered takes place, because well, clearly Naho's alive, so the events of Blood Covered haven't actually happened yet, or at least in the present time, so... If I could just figure out when exactly this all takes place... I gotta figure out if Twitter was a thing then. Probably was. Since it was probably... I could be very wrong, but maybe it's been a thing since, like, what, 2005 or 2007 or something like that. I could be very wrong. But whatever, I'll figure it out later. Now's not the time for this. It's so odd seeing you with eyes that aren't dull and lifeless, Naho. In a weird way, I find it kind of unsettling. My eyes met with Naho's, and we both put our hands in the air, like we just didn't care.
可愛かった。
So cute!
ありがとう、さやか。トゥインクル最高。大好きになった。
I can't quite tell for sure, but is that a cat smile that you're wearing on your face, Naho? Thanks, Sayaka. Twinkle's the best. I think I'm in love.
でしょ? やばいでしょ? ラストの曲の振りとかさ。
Aren't they awesome? I mean, their moves in that last song.
覚えたよ。ほら。ほら。
Oh, I remember. Check it. Check this out.
おー、できてるよ。ちょっと腰の動きが違うけど。
Well, you've got it down, girl. Though I think your hip movements are a teensy bit off.
ライブが終わってベータの外。箱から出てきたファンのみんなが通りに溜まって余韻に浸り合っていた。
Outside Club Beta after the show, fans were hanging around the street corner, immersed in the lingering rhythm of the music.
思わず混じって一緒に感動したかったけど、通りを塞いじゃいけないので我慢。
I wanted to
私
ride...
たち二人は
Excuse me.
興奮しながら駅の方へ歩き出したの。
I wanted to ride that wave myself, but didn't like the idea of blocking the road in the process. So Naho and I just pranced our way back to the station.
見て見て、タオル買っちゃった。
Hey, check it out. I bought a towel.
ナホちゃんが物販コーナーで買ったらしいタオルを出してひらひら舞う。
Naho began waving around a towel she'd bought at the merchandise booths after the show. She looked like a matador taunting a pop idol.
大ファンじゃん。いいな。私も次買おう。
The new #1 fan. That's excellent. I'll have to buy one next time myself.
まだ9時か。ねえねえ、さやか、ガスツ寄ってこう、ガスツ。スイーツ食いたい。
Oh, it's still only 9. Hey, Sayaka, let's say we drop by Gust's on the way back. Come on. Let's get ourselves some sweets to eat!
そうだね。寄ってこっか。
Sounds pretty sweet to me. Lead on. That was an incredibly lame pun. You need to get down to my level.
スターミルクプリンスペシャルくだち。
So I can beat you with experience. Give me a strawberry milk flan special, please.
ナホちゃんが得体の知れないものを注文する。
Whatever it was Naho had ordered, it sounded completely alien to me. Yeah, sounds a little alien to me too. I'm not exactly sure what it is.
何それ、超甘じゃない？
The heck is that? It sounds super sugary. I don't know, is it some kind of milkshake?
星が7つ乗っててね、ミルクいっぱいかかっててね、うまいのこれ。
Something that'll put me in 7th heaven, that's what. It's covered in milk and ridiculously delicious. Well, at least there's milk in there.
この子がさえのきなほちゃん。同じ学校の同じ学年、同じクラス。
This is Naho Saenoki. We're in the same school, same year, same class.
この子も少し私の環境と似ているところがあって、話というか気もあって、よく一緒にご飯とかしてるんだ。
Our backgrounds are sort of similar and, well, we talk all the time and eat together and stuff.
何より可愛いでしょ。一緒にいると女子の私でもなんだかふにゃーってなるから、この子大好きなんだ。
But most of all, just look how cute she is. When we're together, she even makes a gal like me all wobbly. I love this little lady. You may think she's cute now, but wait until you see the length she's willing to go for her beloved senpai.
ね、うまいからさやかにもあげるね。
Point is, it's good, and you're welcome to try some if you'd like.
ありがとう。じゃあ私はバターたっぷりパンケーキ。
Why, thank you. As for me, I believe I'll go with the butterful pancakes? So, pancakes with a crap ton of butter on them, I
かしこ
assume.
まりました。
Coming right up.
とても夜の9時過ぎに女子が取るカロリーとは思えない。けど今日は2人とも朝から何にも食べてないから、これぐらいは全然いいのだ。
They do say girls shouldn't ingest a lot of calories after 9 at night. But the hell, we hadn't been eating anything all day, so I figured why not indulge a little. I think that would basically apply to everybody here, not just girls. I think eating at some point late at night here can be bad for you.
てってててててて。なほちゃんがトゥインクルの曲を口ずさみながらタオルを眺めている。
Naho was gazing longingly at her towel while singing the melody of one of Twinkle's songs.
この子こう見えて実は普段は超クール。学校のクラスメートがこの姿を見たら多分びっくりするはずだよ。
She's usually a really cool and collected person, so I bet her classmates would flip out if they saw her like this.
私と二人っきりの時にだけこんな猫みたいな面白い姿を見せてくれるの。
It was,
友達としてそれが結構嬉しかったりするんだ。
it was only when the two of us were alone together that she let loose with this feline-like personality of hers. It made me feel really special. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to get rid of that feline personality of yours, Naho, because Seiko has already been established as having a cat-like personality in my book, and I don't want two cat-like girls competing with each other in the same horror game. So, beat it.
そんなに喜んでくれたら誘った私も嬉しいよ。
Although then again, I don't really think there would be any competition to speak of because, well, compared to Seiko, I don't really like you all that much. You sure seem like you had a great time. I'm glad you could join me. Well, then again, since we're having a story about you, I don't know. Maybe this little chapter, Purgatory, might give you give me some background information and whatnot about you that might soften my opinion of you a little. I kinda doubt it, because, I mean, some of the actions you took in blood-covered were pretty damn fucking heinous, but we'll see.
おもむろに顔を上げてなほちゃんが私の目を見つめてくる。吸い込まれそうなぐらい澄んだ瞳。
Naho slowly raised her head up and looked into my eyes. And wow, what a gaze that girl had! I felt like I could lose myself in those perfect peepers. I'm getting flashbacks to Seiko again. And I'm pretty sure I know exactly why that is. Huh? Something wrong?
心配だよ、さやか。このところあんまり休めてないんじゃない？
I'm worried about you, Sayaka. You haven't been getting enough rest lately, have you?
顔に出ていた疲労は完璧に消してきたのに、ナホちゃんはしっかり見抜く。この子に隠し事は絶対にできないな。
I completely hidden my fatigue, but Naho somehow saw right through me. I could never keep anything from her.
この2ヶ月土日なしだったよ。
Yeah, I haven't really had weekends these last 2 months. You poor, poor soul.
声優さんとかドラマとかウェブラジオとかすごく忙しそう。
Voice acting, soap operas, online radio. Yeah, I can definitely see the problem. Clearly you are a busy girl.
ナホタンもじゃん。毎日飛び回ってるでしょ。ラジオだけじゃなく心霊取材とか読モとか。
I'll bet you're
そうだ、
one to talk,
今度
though.
映画にも出るんでしょ。すごいじゃん。
Radio, ghost hunts, and... Oh yeah, aren't you supposed to be in a movie too? Totally jelly, by the way. Well, I don't recall ever hearing about you being in movies. In blood covered.
ただのエキストラだよ。斎藤工の後ろでずーっとフレンチ食べてるだけ。
I'm just an extra. I'll be sitting behind Takumu Saito, eating French food. Hooray for me! Well, hey, that sounds like a very easy little job.
てか、まだ言ってなかったのに、どうして知ってるの？
I didn't announce that yet, though. Where'd you hear about it?
田口さんのブログ、超書いてあったよ。太文字で、みんなナホちゃんを応援してくださいって。
On Mr. Taguchi's blog, of course. He wrote a ton about it, all in boldface. Oh, Mr. Taguchi. Writing in nothing but boldface. And he told everybody to cheer you on as loud as they could. Oy vey. Even though I don't like you too much, Naho, I will admit that is a rather cute expression that you got on your face right now. Too bad it's not gonna work on me.
げっそりとした顔で、ナホちゃんはペタリと机に伏せる。
Her expression twisted into an exaggerated blah pose, and she sprawled out across the table.
あの人の横では何の話もできないな。
You can't say anything around that guy. Anything.
顎を机の上に乗せて、ほっぺたをぷーっと膨らませるナホちゃんをしばらく眺めて、私はいつ切り出そうかと迷っていた相談事に触れてみたの。
For a while, I gazed at Naho, who had placed her chin on the table and puffed out her cheeks. Not sure how to break the silence, I tried switching subjects.
あのね、ナホタン。今度私のラジオでさ、怖い話特集やるの。
Oh hey, Naho. For my next radio show, I'm doing a special on scary stories.
突っ伏したままのナホちゃんが目を開ける。おや？興味ありかな？
The deflated Naho suddenly reinflated. I guess I piqued her interest. Why am I now picturing Naho as a waving arm inflatable tube man? My mind is going into strange places today. I'm kind of scared where it will go next.
ナホタン声いいしさ、ぜひ出てくれない？リスナーからの怖い話のお便りに専門家のコメントをつけてくれたらと思うの。
You got a great voice, and I'd love to have you as a guest speaker. You can be my expert, commenting on ghost stories submitted by listeners. I don't think she approves of the idea. The with 7 M's and the frown on her face really says it all.
ナホちゃんは机に頭を乗せたまま、しばらく考え込んでしまった。何か心配事でもあるのかな？
Her head is still glued to the table. Naho fell deep into thought. She seemed oddly concerned. Well, she's glued to the table. I guess she can't really flail around now, can she?
けれど、私は今一瞬、この子の目がキラッとしたのを見逃さない。
I couldn't.
もう一押しだ。
I couldn't miss the momentary twinkle in her eye, though. Success! I just needed to rebait the line, and she was as good as caught. I thought she was a cat, not a fish. Well, and yes, I don't mean that literally. I mean, yeah, whatever. What would a catfish personality be like? See what I mean, guys? My mind is going to strange places today.
ね、お願い。ナホタン顔出し OK でしょ？
Come on. Please? For me?
うちのリスナーさんたちも私たちの関係知ってるから、ナホタンまだーってメールがしょっちゅう来てるし、超喜んでくれると思うんだよね。
My listeners know we're friends, and I get a lot of messages asking me why you haven't been on the show yet. You'd be a big hit for sure.
何より、私がナホタンと一緒にラジオをやってみたいの。
But more than anything, I really just wanted to see what it's like to co-host a show with my bestest buddy, Naho.
にゃむにゃむ。
Maybe she really is a cat. She's now speaking nothing but cat.
あ、にゃむにゃむした。この子興味を示したわ。あとはカリカリで釣れば、きっと飛びつくわ。ほら！
Oh, she mewed. She was showing interest. Okay, so this is how she shows interest in things? She just mews? Clearly, her death made her lose her cat-like traits. Then again, it would have been very fucking weird if she did mew whenever she showed interest in Blood Covered. It wouldn't take much to get her to pounce on this old yarn now.
にゃー！ほらほら、ほらほら！
Come on. Come on.
ごにゃー！
This whole thing is getting weird.
たまにナホちゃんは猫に、私は飼い主さんに化ける。
This was a thing that just sort of happened between us sometimes. She turned into a cat, and I played the part of her master.
じゃあギャラは金の猫か？
So Naho is homicidally in love with Senpai and a cat, and you are just basically. I lost my train of thought. You know, maybe I should stop saying what I'm thinking here, because if my mind's just going to just fuck with me this entire session, I'm just going to... Yeah, whatever. There's some fancy cat food in it for you if you say yes.
どういうことなんだぜ？
What's that supposed to mean exactly?
じゃなくて、キルフェノンのカフェをご馳走するのでどう？
I'll treat you at Cafe Quil Feinon. Sound good? I suck so bad at pronouncing French names. Fuck! Sound good? I guess it sounded good.
ナホちゃんの顔がパーッと明るくなる。
Naho's face lit up.
出る出る。
Okay, I'll do it.
ありがとう。大好きナホタン。
Yeah! Thank you. I love you, Naho.
ぶにゃー。シャー。なんでシャーするのよ。
Why are you hissing at me?
よし、快諾を取り付けた。
I did it.
私はこの時、顔いっぱいで至福の笑みを浮かべていたはず。
I got in the green light. My smile couldn't have been bigger at that moment.
ナホちゃんは今本当に人気があって、他のラジオにも呼ばれてたりしてるから、スケジュールを抑えるのが大変な子なのだ。
Naho's popularity had exploded recently, so she'd been having a hard time managing all the requests she'd been getting to appear on other radio shows.
一度仕事でも絡んでみたいと思ってたんだけど、こうもあっさり実現するとは。
I've been hoping to get a chance to tie our work together at some point, but I never imagined it to be this easy. Well, if I were you, I'd keep this trade secret to yourself, because if all these other radio shows knew how easy it was to get her to appear on them like you do, well, she would probably end up needing to go on a diet before long.
注文したスターミルクプリンスペシャルとバターたっぷりパンケーキを食べさチェックしながら楽しんでいたら、
So with that out of the way, we sat back and enjoyed the hell out of our butterful pancakes and strawberry milk flan special.
いつの間にか時計は10時を回っていた。
And before we knew it, it was past 10.
そろそろ帰ろうかとナホちゃんと2人で席を立ち、そのままキャッキャウフフしながら帰路に着いたの。
Naho and I stood up and started down the road home, giggling and chatting the whole way.
ナホタン、次学校いつだよ？
So, Naho, when are you going to school again?
明日行くよ。仕事でだいぶ授業サボってたから、せめてレポート出すようにって言われてるの。
Plan on it tomorrow. I've been ditching class a lot for work, but they said I should at least show up to hand in my report. Bad, Naho. Being tardy all the time. Along with your friend. You're both bad. Both of you.
ああ、なるほどね。
Oh, okay.
うん。さやかも出さなきゃだよ、きっと。次、学校行ったら言われるよ。
You're going to have to turn it in too, you know. They'll be asking for it next time you're there.
マジか。まあいいや。レポートくらい一晩徹夜すればなんとかなるさ。
Really? Well, whatever. It's just a report. It'll work itself out if I stay up all night.
ああ、そうだ。家寄ってキビキ先生の本持ってく？読みたいって言ってたよね。どうせ帰り道だし。
Oh, hey, you want to stop in and grab Kibiki's new book? You've been dying to read it, right? And his place is on your way, so...
借りる。
Oh, yes, please.
おっすおっす。
Right this way, then, madame.
帰り道。ちょうど私の家に向かう道にナホちゃんが住んでる。というか、居候してる作家のキビキ先生のお屋敷がある。
Naho's house was literally on the way home for me. Or rather, Mr. Kibiki's house, since that's where she'd been staying for the last little while.
事情があって、ナホちゃんは今実家でなくて、ここから学校に通ってる。
Cozy looking house. Not gonna lie. Due to various circumstances, Naho had been commuting to school from here rather than living with her parents.
先生に弟子にしてもらうために転がり込んだって話だけど、この子の行動力にはいつも見習わなきゃって思わされる。
Supposedly she moved in to study under Mr. Kibiki like his Padawan. She was always willing to go that extra mile, and I always admired that about her. You know, I forget, was Star Wars ever really popular in Japan?
先生、ただいま。
Kibiki, I'm home.
やあ、おかえり。寒くなかったかい？
Hello, Kibiki. You look fine and dandy in high-res artwork. Definitely an improvement from my playthrough on Blood Cover, that's for sure. Welcome back. Not too cold out, I trust. Nah.
君は？
Ah, hello. You must be...
おろおろしていた私に目をやり、優しい目でキビキ先生が話しかけてくれた。イケメンだ。わ、イケメンだ。
I was nervous as he looked me over, but he had very kind eyes. And man was he ever hot. Like old school Japanese style hot.
こんばんは、はじめまして。大上さやかと申します。
Good evening. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Sayaka Ooue.
ペコリと頭を下げると、先生は優しい佇まいで微笑んでくれる。
I bowed quickly, and Mr. Kibiki flashed a gentle smile.
キビキです。ナホ君と仲良くしてくれてありがとう。いつも君の話を聞いていますよ。
I'm Kibiki. Thanks for always looking after Naho. She talks about you quite a lot.
嬉しいです。私もナホちゃんからキビキ先生のことはいっぱい聞かせていただいています。
I'm so glad. I've also heard a lot about you, Mr. Kibiki.
きっと私の失敗談ばかりじゃないかい？
A laundry list of failed publications, no doubt.
そんな、とんでもない。
Oh no, that's not true at all.
ねえねえさやか、せっかくだからお茶でも飲んでいかない？先生がね、超美味しいセカンドフラッシュのダージリンを買ってきてくれたの。
Hey, Sayaka. Since you're here, why don't you stay for tea or something? Kibiki bought some really amazing second flush Darjeeling. I hope I pronounced that right. Well,
急な振りにオロオロする。夜遅いし、
why am I
先生に迷惑じゃないかな。
why am I just now noticing your bonsai, Mr. Kibiki? Could you move over, please, so I could look at it? Please? I kind of felt like I was being put on the spot. I mean, it was already late, and I doubted Mr. Kibiki was too keen on playing host.
いいですか、先生。
You don't mind, do you, Kibiki?
もちろん。ただ、お家の方が心配されるから、連絡だけしておくといいね。
Of course not. Though you best give your family a call and let them know where you are. You wouldn't want to worry them after all.
ありがとうございます。じゃあ、少しだけお邪魔します。
Thank you very much. I hope it isn't too much trouble.
ゆっくりしていきなさい。
Please, make yourself at home.
笑顔が優し
Thank you.
い。
Now I can see the bonsai.
こりゃなほちゃんが夢中になるのもわかるよ。
I'm no expert on bonsai species, but I know someone who likes bonsais, and they have a couple of their own. But I don't know what exactly kind of species that is. Dude's got a killer smile. It was easy to see why Naho got so into him. You could say
さあ、
that
奥へ行き
again.
ましょう。入って。
Alright then, come on in. Okay. Actually, no, I
先
should
生
have
の前だ
said you have
と、
no
なほちゃんは
idea.
いつものクールなキャラに戻っちゃう。家に電話を入れた私は、挙動不審になりながらリビングに通された。
In front of Kibiki, Naho returned to her usual cool self. After calling home, I passed nervously through the living room, feeling a bit like I was imposing.
広くゆったりとしたリビングは、和風なイメージとベトナム系のアジアン雑貨や家具が見事に融合して、独特の落ち着いた雰囲気を醸し出していた。
Since I'm assuming this is the mid-2000s, I'm assuming that flat screen television is just a regular plasma screen TV. Otherwise, what a cozy looking living room. It's very clean and pristine. Not a whole lot of small shelf items or stuff though. Very plain in some respects. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that. But what a living room it was. The furnishings were a fusion of Japanese and Vietnamese styles, and everything just looked really posh and inviting. Really? I don't know what stuff among this is Vietnamese. I'm not very familiar with their furnishing style.
素敵。
This place is incredible.
荷物はその辺に置いてください。自由にくつろいでね。では私はダージリンを入れてくるよ。
Go ahead and leave your bag over there. And please, get comfortable. I'll put on the Darjeeling.
あ、すみません。
Oh, thank you very much.
先生、ありがとう。
Thanks, Kibiki.
平気だよ。私も飲みたかったんだ。
It's no problem at all. I was looking to drink some myself, in fact.
笑顔を残して、響先生は部屋の奥へ消えていった。素敵。
Kibiki then disappeared into another room, his smile never once fading. A tall dreamboat all the way.
なほちゃんに誘われて、いくらするのかわからない高級そうなソファーに、私は緊張しながら腰掛けた。
Naho gestured for me to sit, so I cautiously plopped myself down on an expensive-looking sofa.
おお、沈む。
Whoa, I'm sinking! Well, I would hope so, since it's a sofa. If it didn't really budge when you sat on it, I doubt it'd be very comfortable to sit on.
さやか、リラックスしていってね。私、ちょっとお手洗い行ってくる。
Sayaka, just relax, okay? I'm going to go hit the little girls' room.
うん、じゃあ寝とく。
Okay. I'll be napping here when you get back.
いいよ。
Go for it.
変な姿勢で固まったまま沈んだ私を笑いながら、 ナホちゃんが席を立つ。
Naho
その数秒後だった。ナホちゃんの悲鳴がお屋敷中に響き渡ったのは。
Naho began walking out of the room, chuckling at my swiftly sinking form. Mere moments later, though. Either she's trying to scare you, or something scared her.
びっくりして声のした方を振り返る。
That sure caught me by surprise. I turned in the direction of the scream,
田
concerned.
口さんも鍵ぐらいしてよ。
God, Taguchi! Lock the damn door when you're in there! Oh. Sorry, Naho.
すごい勢いで扉が閉められていた。噂の田口さん。いやー、修羅場だ。
I heard the door slam shut with incredible force. So that was the infamous Mr. Taguchi, huh? No love lost between those two, it seemed. You could say that again.
信じらんない。
The nerve of that guy!
キッチンから目を丸くして顔を出していたキビキ先生も、ふふっと笑って頭を引っ込める。
Having peeked out to check on Naho, Mr. Kibiki again withdrew his wide-eyed face into the kitchen, laughing softly. I swear I could look at him all day. I don't think Naho would be interested in sharing, Sayaka.
深い火色の雫を一滴からも味わうように、そっと口の中に溶かし込む。
Trying to savor each single droplet of the deep crimson liquid in my cup, I slowly and carefully imbibed the tea that was placed before me. Hey there, Taguchi. How you doing, you poor bastard? Naho whipping you good?
キビキ先生の入れてくれた紅茶は、それまで私が飲んでいたものとは全く違う味がした。
Whatever blend Kibiki had brewed bore a flavor unlike anything else I'd ever tasted.
美味しいです。
It's wonderful.
そう。口に合ってよかった。
Excellent. I'm glad you like it.
深みのある味と香り。紅茶なんてどれも同じだと思ってました。うちにはティーパックのものしかなくて。
It's got such a complex taste and aroma. I always thought all the black tea was the same. But then at my house, we only have the kind that comes in tea bags.
バッグのものも最近はいい味がするよね。美味しい。ただ私はやはりこれが一番飲み慣れていて好きなんだ。
There's nothing wrong with tea that comes in bags. It's gotten quite good these days, in fact. This is just the way I'm used to drinking it.
美味しいです、先生。
It really is delicious, Mr. Kibiki.
田口さんいつ帰るの？
Isn't it about time for you to go home, Taguchi?
手厳しいな、ナホちゃん。
Oh, come on, Naho. Don't be like that.
田口さんってずいぶん年上のはずなんだけど、完全にナホちゃんに飲まれちゃってる。なんかこの関係も面白いな。
Taguchi may have been her elder, but he was completely outmatched by Naho. Those two had a pretty fascinating relationship all their own.
そうだ、今日中にレンタル返さなきゃいけないから、そろそろ帰ります。
Actually, you know, I do have a rental video to return by the end of the day, so I guess I should probably be leaving after all.
またエロビー。
More porn.
違うよ。またってどういうことさ。じゃあ先生。
No! What do you mean by more? Well, more as in not your first excursion with pornography, dear Taguchi. So, the question I have is it more? Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
テクノブレイク。
Techno break! Death by FAP!
ナホちゃんが田口さんに向かって光線を出している。なんかウルトラマンみたいな構えになってるけど。
Naho faced Mr. Taguchi and posed as if she were shooting a beam of light at him, like some kind of legally unnameable masked superhero.
ああ、先生、また明日。あ、ナホちゃんもね。
That line got me. Legally unmasked superhero. Legally masked. Okay, legally unnameable mass superhero. There we go. I don't know why I was messing that up. I just read it. I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Kibiki. You too, Naho.
明日は学校行くから来てもいません。
Actually, I'm going to school tomorrow, so no, you won't.
そうなんだ。
Oh, really?
珍しいね。
That's a surprise.
29歳、非リア充に幸あれ。
You just keep on keeping on, Taguchi. Rock those 29 years of insubstantial accomplishments.
もう
Man, you're ruthless.
田口さんはフラフラになって玄関に消えていった。私と並んで楽しそうに眺めていた響先生も笑顔で手を振っていた。
Taguchi staggered to the door and vanished into the outside world, utterly defeated. Watching him next to me, Mr. Kibiki simply waved his hand and smiled.
あ、では私もそろそろおいとまします。ごちそうさまでした。
I should probably be going too. Thank you very much for your hospitality.
そうかい。おもてなしもできなくてすまなかったね。
My pleasure. I'm sorry we couldn't offer you anything more.
とんでもないです。
Oh, please.
田口さんもういないよ。だいぶ先に行ったと思うから、もう出会う心配ないよ。
Well, Taguchi's gone. He got a pretty good head start, so I don't think you have to worry about running into him.
ひどっ。
Wow, you're ruthless.
またゆっくり遊びに来てください。夜道気をつけて。
You're welcome back anytime. Please be careful on your way home.
ありがとうございました。失礼します。
Thank you so much for everything. Have a good night.
響先生の家を出ると、なほちゃんが先の角まで送ってくれた。ひんやりとした空気がほてった方に気持ちいい。
Well, lucky you, Naho. You get to have your senpai all to yourself. Poor guy. I stepped out from Kibiki's lovely home, and Naho walked me to the corner. The air felt crisp and cool against my cheeks.
今日一日の楽しかった思い出を振り返って、ついでに私はカバンに持っていたトゥインクルの CD を1枚貸して。
It had been a positively lovely day all around. Before parting ways, I lent Naho one of the Twinkle CDs I had in my bag.
私たちはもう一度ハグし合ってから別れたの。
I just can't take that name seriously. When we hugged, and I began the short walk back to... Then we hugged, and I began the short walk back to my own house.
ナホ君、ありがとう。
Thank you, Naho.
君の見つけてきてくれた天神小学校の件。これはすごいよ。
Oh boy, Heavenly Host. This case you discovered with Heavenly Host Elementary. It's absolutely remarkable.
この取材が実現すれば、世界中のオカルト研究がひっくり返る騒ぎになるぞ。たまらない。
If our investigation bears fruit, this could very well turn the world of occult research on its head. It's too good to pass up. And then you'll leave her behind, and then it will cause a whole mess of other problems later on. What am I listening to? Okay, bad dream moaning. Okay. Daddy's not breathing? That's what that said? Well, I guess I should be thankful it wasn't the other kind of panting and moaning that I was assuming for a minute there. So this is your bedroom. Very nice and clean looking. Plenty of books. And a nice looking desk, and 2 desks actually.
夢
Just a dream. I wonder what that thud could be. Maybe Kibiki slipped and tripped somewhere. So we're obviously in... Okay, so... I'm assuming that this chapter is mainly going to detail the events of Naho and Sayaka's journey into Heavenly Hosts after Kibiki basically decides to go with Taguchi on their own to investigate Heavenly Host, and Naho decides to try and follow. That seems likely what this whole chapter is going to be about to me. So, if I'm right, I wonder what kind of extra details about their whole excursion that we can learn in this game that we didn't already know about in Blood Covered that may shed some interesting lights here and there on the whole story.
メモしておかなくちゃ
I have to write this down. And yeah, since obviously this is taking place before the whole Heavenly Host thing, their excursion, I'm assuming this might be a prequel chapter. Because I know the first two chapters were both kind of prequel-esque and I guess alternate universe sort of tales, where basically the events of where Naomi and Mayu didn't end up dealing with the events that were canon to Blood Covered's story. And then with the third one, we got, I guess, some kind of prequel story with Miss Yui, and I guess I don't see any way this could be an alternate universe sort of thing here with Naho and Sayaka, because they're basically side characters rather than one of the main characters from Class 2-9, so this, to me, most definitely has to be one of the prequel stories that this game supposedly has. Because I know that I knew going into this here that the various chapters were going to be prequels or sequels and alternate universe tales, a little bit of like this game would have a little bit of everything. I knew that going into it here, so yeah, I think I've already said what I needed to say. But I honestly don't know what else more we could really learn that might shed some really interesting lights on Naho's role in the whole story, really, or any of the rest of their group for that matter. I have to write this
令状
down.
調査ファイル02京県天神小学校現在調査中その後の経過と
Sacred Ground Investigation File 02, K Prefecture, Heavenly Host Elementary, currently under investigation. Further progress.
篠崎家の調査を進めるだけで強い霊障を受けた体の右半分が麻痺左鼓膜に異常姿写真にオーブ影響あり
Encountered fierce spiritual resistance while simply researching a Shinozaki estate. Right side of body paralyzed. Left eardrum ringing. So, sleep paralysis?
数週間にわたる増毛感吐き気下血
Orbs visible in photographs. Influence confirmed. Severe dizziness, nausea, bloody BM experience. Symptoms persist for weeks.
あと悪夢を毎晩見るも追加だな
And unrelenting nightmares on top of all that.
やっぱりあそこは危険すぎるな
This really is...
先生や田口さんは霊に対しての耐性がない人だから行かない方がいいかもしれない
This really is way too dangerous for them. Kibiki and Taguchi don't know how to protect themselves from spirits. They shouldn't go at all. Shame they weren't good at following your advice, huh? If they just done that, well, hell, if you all decide to just not do the things you ended up doing and blood covered, a lot of innocent lives could have been saved.
私の名前はサエノキナホ。霊能調査で全国の心霊スポットを回り、依頼者の不安を取り除いたり、可能なものは解決したりしている。
My name is Naho Saenoki. I travel the country investigating reports of haunted locations, assuaging clients' fears, and doing whatever I can to help them.
私の周りには最近、ある異変が起こっていた。
Recently, strange and unpleasant things had begun happening to me.
先月調査を開始した霊場から、それまで経験したことがないほどの強力な思念体を連れてきてしまったようだ。平たく言うと、強力な怨霊。
I've been investigating a certain haunted ground for the last month, and encountered a malevolent will more powerful than anything I'd ever experienced.
現地から持ち帰ってきた、呪術用の片白。これがきっと強く作用しているんだと思う。
I attributed this to the paper doll I brought back with me, of the sort commonly used in curses. No doubt a bad idea, but invaluable for research.
さっきファミレスでさやかにラジオに出ないって誘われた時、私が迷ったのはこれが原因。
This is the reason I hesitated when Sayaka asked me to be on her radio show at the restaurant earlier.
霊にまつわる怪談話は霊を刺激する。
Ghost stories can actually provoke the spirits involved in them.
私の周りにつきまとっているそれがさやかに影響してしまわないかと懸念していたのだ。
I was afraid that whatever entity had latched onto me might have some negative effect on Sayaka as well. An entity latched onto you? What kind of entity?
ただこの霊は私の体調をむちゃくちゃにしてくれている以外は外に向かって影響を与えたことがないし。
Fortunately, aside from wreaking havoc on my physiology, this spirit didn't seem to be affecting those around me in any way. Maybe because they don't have any spiritual energies like you do?
私が抑え込んでやればさやかのラジオもきっと大丈夫だと思う。
If I could just keep it under control, I was certain my appearance in Sayaka's radio show would go off without a hitch.
あれ、先生。
So, this whole time you've basically been dealing with some kind of malevolent entity ever since this chapter started. You sure can put on quite the front, I must say.
キッチン直行で水を飲みに行ったから気づかなかったけれど、
Cat-like
リビング
behavior
の
is
ソファーで
included.
キビキ先生が眠っていた。
I'd gone to the kitchen for a glass of water, and though I hadn't noticed on my way down, I saw Kibiki fast asleep on the living room sofa as I headed back.
先生、風邪ひいちゃいますよ。先生。
Kibiki? You're going to catch a cold down here, you know. Kibiki? Last I checked, Kibiki's name isn't Sensei.
よく眠ってる。先生、かわいい。
Sound asleep. Oh, Kibiki. You're so cute.
先生、昨日徹夜だったから。きっとお昼まで寝てるな。
Kibiki had pulled an all-nighter last night, so I was pretty sure he'd sleep well into the afternoon.
よいしょっと。暖かいでしょ、先生。この毛布。いい夢見てくださいね。
There we go. A nice warm blanket for you. Sweet dreams. I wonder what that man dreams about in his sleep. Maybe he
心霊調査は
counts
危険。
maybe he counts
いろん
ghost
な
sheep
人
in
に
his sleep.
深入りしないようにって忠告される。どうしてこんなことをするかというと、すべてはそう。先生のため。
Spirit research is a decidedly dangerous field. Numerous people had warned me not to get in too deep. So why did I do it? For Kibiki, of course.
私の調査の力を使うことで、先生の怪奇小説のお仕事がはかどるなら、先生の面白い作品がたくさん世に生み出されるなら、私は何だってできる。
If Kibiki could make progress on his occult novel through my research, if he could succeed in all his endeavors, then no price would be too high, I felt. Yeah, believe me, I know. And dozens of other people know.
先生が褒めて
Countless
くれるなら、
dozens.
私は全てを犠牲にしたっていい。
For his respect and admiration, I'd happily sacrifice anything and anyone. Yeah,
やっぱり
It's this-
先生と田口さんだけで天神小学校へは行かせられないな。危ないもの。私もついていこう。
yeah, it's this unfettered desire of yours and your later actions that just make it difficult for me to sympathize with you. Because, I mean, well, Kibiki certainly wouldn't want you to go into any measures necessary just to help him succeed. Yeah, it's definitely too dangerous to send Kibiki and Taguchi to Heavenly Host by themselves. I have to make sure I go with them.
先生の毛布を肩までかけ直して部屋に戻る。私が学校に行く時もまだ眠っていると思うから、置き手紙をしておくことに決めた。
I tucked Kibiki in and returned to my room. Realizing he'd still be asleep when I left for school, I decided to write him a note.
先生は逆に私のことを心配して、田口さんと二人だけで天神小に行くって言ってくれている。
Just as I was concerned for him, Kibiki was worried about putting me in danger as well, stating his prior intent to go to Heavenly Host with Taguchi instead.
その優しい思いやりに、私は今まで二人だけだと余計危ないとは言い出せずにいたのだ。
I was so flattered by his consideration that I just didn't have the heart to lecture him about how ludicrously bad an idea that was.
先生へ。
Let's see. To my dear mentor.
時刻は午前11時になりました。最新ニュースをお伝えします。
Well, I guess we're gonna see soon enough here just how bad a reaction you're gonna have once you find out that Kibiki and Taguchi are probably long gone by the time you wake up tomorrow or something. And then just watch everything just fall the fuck apart from there. In fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut the episode off here, and we can see if I'm right about all that next time. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.